There is a place on Earth where the air itself can burn, where metal shatters, where a single mistake can be fatal in minutes. And yet, every year, living creatures choose to walk into it. They don't run from this cold. They don't avoid it. They march straight toward it, slowly, deliberately, vanishing into a white world that seems completely hostile to life. This is Antarctica's winter. And these are penguins, not escaping the cold, but embracing it. Why would any animal willingly enter an environment that kills almost everything else? To understand that, we have to follow them, step by step, into the coldest place on Earth. Antarctica in winter is not just cold. It is unforgiving. Temperatures plunge below -60 degrees Celsius. Winds scream across the ice faster than a hurricane. The sun disappears for months, leaving only darkness and frozen silence. There is no food, no shelter, no mercy. Most animals flee long before winter arrives. Even the ocean begins to lock itself under ice. And yet, penguins walk inland. This raises the first question. Why go deeper into danger when escape is possible? The answer begins with something unexpected. Not survival, but timing. Penguins don't walk into the cold by accident. They arrive precisely when winter is at its worst, because this is when their young must be born. For emperor penguins, the coldest season is the safest nursery they can find. No land predators survive this far south. No competing animals remain. The brutal environment becomes a shield. But this choice creates a deadly problem. Once winter arrives, food disappears. So the females turn back toward the ocean, leaving the males behind, alone, in darkness, standing on ice. For months, this leads to one of the most extreme biological challenges on Earth. Male emperor penguins do something almost unthinkable. They stop eating entirely. For more than 2 months, sometimes longer, they survive without food while protecting a single egg balanced carefully on their feet. If the egg touches the ice for even a few seconds, it freezes. To protect it, the male folds a warm flap of skin, called a brood pouch, over the egg, keeping it just above freezing. But warmth is expensive. Every heartbeat burns precious energy. Every breath releases heat into the wind. Scientists still don't fully understand how penguins manage their energy so precisely, losing weight rapidly, yet avoiding total collapse. And this raises a larger question. How does a warm-blooded animal survive where warmth itself is the enemy? Penguins are not simply birds with feathers. They are living systems engineered for cold. Their feathers are packed tighter than almost any other bird on Earth, forming a waterproof, windproof barrier that traps air like insulation. Beneath that is a thick layer of fat, not just for warmth, but as a slow-burning fuel reserve. Even their blood vessels are arranged strangely. Warm blood heading toward the feet transfers heat to cold blood returning from the ice, recycling warmth instead of losing it. This system looks almost mechanical, more like a heat exchanger than a biological body. Yet, despite all of this, a single penguin standing alone would still freeze. Which brings us to one of the strangest survival behaviors in nature. In the heart of the storm, penguins gather. Thousands of bodies pressed together into a single shifting mass, called a huddle. From the outside it looks chaotic. From the inside it is carefully balanced. Penguins on the edge face the wind and cold first. But slowly, continuously, they rotate inward, while others take their place. No leader, no command, just instinct. Scientists believe subtle pressure changes and temperature gradients guide the movement, but the exact coordination remains a mystery. Somehow the group behaves like a single organism. At the center of the huddle, temperatures can rise above freezing, even while the outside world drops far below. This raises another unsettling thought. Is survival here individuals or collective? Even now, Antarctica keeps secrets. We still don't fully understand how penguins sense when to move, when to wait, or how they endure months of darkness without breaking biological limits. We don't know how climate change will disrupt the precise timing this survival depends on. What we do know is this: penguins are not surviving despite the cold. They are surviving because of it. The cold removes competitors. The cold protects their young. The cold shapes them into something uniquely adapted to a world most life cannot enter. In the end, penguins remind us of something uncomfortable. The most extreme places on Earth are not empty. They are simply misunderstood. Life doesn't always avoid danger. Sometimes it walks directly into it, because that's where survival makes sense. As the penguins vanish into the Antarctic storm, we're left watching from a distance. Warm, safe, and still unable to fully explain how they endure a world that should not allow life at all. Which leaves one final question. If creatures like this can thrive at the edge of existence, how much of our planet's story are we still missing? The cold keeps its secrets, and the penguins walk straight into them.